Okay, so I heard everything Dan Orlovsky had to say about Ty Simpson, with him basically saying Ty Simpson is a better quarterback than Fernando Mendoza. Do I agree? No. In short, that's the end of the video. No. Do I personally agree that he's better than Mendoza? No. Is Ty Simpson trash? No. But should the Pittsburgh Steelers take Ty Simpson at pick 21? No. 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 And let me tell you why. But first, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy D back at you with another video. Please like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, hit the bell for notifications. For if you want more Steelers content, you like wrestling, please join us, join the gang as we continue to grow this channel. So now that that's out the way, Ty Simpson, I just don't see his value being at 21. That's where you lost me, okay? If there's no, I just can't justify taking Ty Simpson over Vega Ione, Kai Lemon, Jordan Tyson, Monroe Freeling, any of these, Spencer Fano, like any of these guys on the list, I cannot justify. I'll be pissed if the Pittsburgh Steelers take Ty Simpson over any of the guys I just named. It would be the stupidest thing I've ever saw in my life. Idiotic. To a point where, you know what it would be like? The year we drafted Kenny Pickett. That's exactly what it's given. To where if the Pittsburgh Steelers didn't draft George Pickens in the second round, it probably would have been the worst draft of all time. Period. Because 85, I think damn near almost everybody on that team who was drafted that year isn't even on the team anymore. Kenny Pickett, we had Kenny Pickett for 2 years, traded him. He's been a backup ever since. GP is a superstar. GP had a lot of attitude issues and stuff like that with Pittsburgh. They moved on from GP. GP's now in Dallas, and he's cooking. The problem with GP was nobody ever thought GP wasn't elite. That was not the problem. It's just GP had a lot of just weird antics. That was just weird. But everybody knew GP was one of those guys, for sure. In retrospect, should have traded GP? No, but that's a story for another day. But what I'm saying is the Pittsburgh Steelers have done this before. We went and tried to get the old quarterback. We literally did it already. How'd that work out? You're not getting a good quarterback at pick 21. I'm sorry. It just ain't gonna happen, especially in the first round. Now, could you develop somebody and hopefully they turn out to be good? Yes, I think Brock Purdy is a great example of that. Brock Purdy was a 7th round pick and somehow went to the Super Bowl. He fit the bill. Am I saying Ty Simpson is going to be trash in the NFL? No. Would I take Ty Simpson 1st round pick 21? No. Especially if you really want to be honest, you could probably trade back and get him cheaper. Get him on the back end. You can get him in the 2nd round. I know for a fact you can get Ty Simpson in the 2nd round. Because after the Jets, if the Jets pass on Ty Simpson twice, that should tell you something. And they have the 33rd pick in the draft, which is they'll probably end up taking Ty Simpson at pick 33, especially when they only have Geno Smith as their quarterback on the roster. If we trade back with somebody, if all of our other options aren't on the board, we could go get Ty Simpson. We could trade up in the 2nd if they really like him that much. Why do we got to pick him at 21 when you know damn well you can get him at pick 33, 34, 35, 36, maybe even pick 40 is where you lost me. It's the same thing with Kenny Pickett. If you like Kenny Pickett, cool. You didn't have to get him 1st round. That's the problem. That's where you're losing me, especially when we all know the class next year is better. And anybody who thinks I'm tripping, let me ask you this. With all the names that are coming up for the next draft, with let me see, there's Jeremiah Smith. I know he could come out. I know Ryan Williams kind of had an off year, so he'll probably stay. The UCLA quarterback, I believe, is going to be eligible. Miller Moss, I believe he'll be eligible. But that's a back end guy. Lenora Sellers is one. Archie's one to look at. Trinidad Chambliss from Ole Miss. There's going to be a lot of different quarterbacks. Dante Moore from Oregon. There's going to be a lot of quarterbacks coming out next year. Let me ask you this. If those guys were coming out next year, and let's say you put Ty Simpson in next year's class, is Ty Simpson number 1? Would he be the number 1 pick for whoever's team sucks the most this season? I don't think so. So then why would I pick him at 21? You see what I'm saying? No. If you want to take Ty Simpson, I'm actually fine with it. Just take him Trade back and get him. I promise you could trade back in like the mid-20s and get Ty Simpson. Maybe even the 30s. Probably into the 30s for me. Do you really got to take him at pick 21? No. If Vega Ione is on the board at pick 21, you do not hesitate. You take him and you ask questions later. But when it comes to Ty Simpson at 21, no, that's not the move. That's not the vibe. That's very unseasoned and I ain't fucking with it. Sorry. Shoot the messenger. Don't care. There are other guys we should definitely look at 21. Hell, they can go take another D tackle for all I care. But to say we need Ty Simpson in round 1 to spend first round pick on, a crucial one, when we have 12 draft picks to where we could trade up to go get a Vega Ione or somebody else that we're looking for, we can trade up to go get something, and you're telling me we should just lay back and take him? No, you lost me. I'm sorry. Maybe y'all, where are the Ty Simpson faithfuls out here? Convince me. Why should the Pittsburgh Steelers stay at pick 21 to take Ty Simpson? Because how I personally feel about first round draft picks, if you don't love them enough to trade up for them to go get him, why shouldn't I be able to trade back to go get that person? Just my logic. Let me know your logic in the comments below. It has been your boy D, Forever Gang. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Steeler Nation forever. And until forever finds you, peace.